Hello guys, my name is Manuel and I'm here to talk about MMM, what it is, what it stands for, and why it is here, and to tell you that it is here to stay. So let's get started. MMM, the triple M, means Mavridi Module Movements. Ignore whatever else you might have heard, something about whatever it is exactly, apart from Mavridi Module Movements, is not what MMM stands for. Alright? It was founded by Sergei Mavridi, a Russian programmer and mathematician who has the vision of alleviating poverty all over the world by creating a social financial network. Alright? That's basically why MMM came about. So let's go on to some of the reasons why MMM exists. Some of them are, as I mentioned earlier, to alleviate poverty, right? Which in other words could be to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor, to improve standard of living of the general public, to give you opportunities to execute pending projects. Those pending projects that are tasking in terms of money. Yeah, with MMM you can get enough money to execute those projects and move on to other things. So before joining the community, which I'm sure you will want to by the end of this video, there are some things you need to know first. First and foremost, you need to know what PO is. PO is your personal office. This is where you'll see things like PH, GH, Mavro, etc. We'll get to all that in a minute. Yeah, just stay with me. Next thing you need to know about is your downline. A downline is somebody who you convince to join the MMM community. Yeah. So when you talk to somebody and he agrees to register, he's gonna be registered under you and he becomes your downline automatically. Another thing you need to know is what we call Mavro. Mavro is the internal currency in MMM. You purchase Mavro with Naira, and it's this Mavro that appreciates in value over the period of 1 month. Yeah, we don't spend Naira in the community, we spend Mavro, but you use Naira to get Mavro, then you sell your Mavro to get cash back. That's basically how it works. So we'll talk more on that later in the video. Another thing is the upline. As the downline is when you convince somebody to join, he becomes your downline. You are the upline. So an upline is somebody who convinced you to join the community. That is somebody who you're registered under. Then another thing is PH. PH stands for provide help. That is when you pledge a certain amount of money, which is then converted into Marvel, which grows over the period of 1 month. GH is getting help. Getting help basically is converting your Marvel back to Naira. Yeah, that's basically the main terminology you would need to understand. In the next slide, we'll talk about the PO, what it looks like, what it entails, and all that. So let's begin. The PO. The PO, as I said earlier, is your personal office. Here you see the PH, your GH, your dashboard, your referrals, your page, your Mavro, your account, support, information, like that. Okay. Basically, when you log into your PO, we'll talk about how to get there in a minute. When you log into your PO, you see your dashboard. Your dashboard is what you're seeing right now. Basically, it contains provide help, get help, then your archive request, that is your history of help you've provided and help you've gotten. Then at the top nav bar, you see another thing called referrals. These are your downlines, those that generate because of you. Normally, it has been changed now to participants. So all those you convinced to join the community, when you click on that, you'll see a list of all of them, their names, their email addresses, their contact phone numbers, and all that. Then you go to my page. Your page is where you see things like your letters of happiness and your profile info, your name, your email address, your location, your phone number, things like that. Then Marvel is where you see how much Marvel you have currently. Yeah, we talked about Marvel earlier. It's currently using MMM, and you get it with the Naira. When you want to cash it out, it's converted from Marvel back to Naira, then you're paid. Then accounts is where you fill in your bank details, your bank name, your account name, your account number, stuff like that. Then you see a little envelope by the right. It has zero. It has a red text within zero. This is your inbox. It contains things like alerts when your marker has been unfrozen and other useful information. Then support. Support is a team of people who work really hard to keep the community in shape. Their job is basically to make sure everything runs smoothly. So from there, you can contact them, talk about problems. If there's a problem with your account, they get in touch with you. They work with you to try and resolve such issues. Then information basically is news in the community. When anything has been changed or updated, you are informed. Then log out, or you log out of your page. Yeah. So let's go on. One question that almost everybody asks is how is 30% generated? Okay, basically I'll give you a breakdown of how this is done. In MMM, you might have heard, that you get a 30% growth on your Marlboro every 30 days. Yes, this is true. Now, one thing to notice, this percentage is not fixed and is subject to change by the programs. Yeah? So, as of today, it is still 30%, but you might wake up tomorrow morning and the team will tell you that they have revised it and seen that a reduction would ensure better performance of the community, and they might bring it down. They might even increase it as an incentive or whatever. It's subject to change, and it's not a must that your consent be required before such change is done. Now, this is a simple table explaining how the 30% is generated. Take a scenario of 20 people who pH 100 naira. This 100 naira is 20 marble, but let's not get into that. Let's make things too complicated. This will give a total of 2,000 in the purse or in the PHQ, whatever you prefer. And if my math is right, the system is going to pay out about 2,600 naira in total to the 20 participants, even though there is only 2,000 naira in the purse. So, how are they going to come about this? How is everybody going to be paid? This is how it's going to work, basically. The first person is going to be paid 130 naira. Now, MMM, it's built on the principle of integrity and continuity. That is, when you're paid, you're expected to PH again. That is, pledge to provide help again. So, when the first person is paid 130, there is the likeliness that he will PH his 100 back. Then the next person gets paid 130 and he PHs back and all that. If you work through that step by step, you will see that everybody's getting paid 130 conveniently, and the system still goes on. Yeah. So integrity and continuity. This is what keeps MMM going. Benefits of joining MMM. The first one, the one that gets everybody on the train, is the 30% growth rate at the end of every month. So as I said, you get Mavro with your Naira, and it increases over a period of time. Then you cash out your Mavro, which is turned back into Naira. Yeah. So another one is a referral bonus. So for everyone in the downline, when the person provides help, you get a 10% bonus on that amount provided. Yes. Then registration bonus. When you register for the first time, there is a bonus attached, and the next slide shows you how much you need to register with to get the said bonus. So when you register with between $50 to $499, you get $20 bonus. $500 to $2,909 gives you $50 bonus, and $30,000 and above gives you $100 bonus. But even with all these incentives, there is a risk to joining MMM. So take note of this. This is very important. There is no legal guarantee, either explicit or implied whatsoever. There is no legal guarantee. So there is no guarantee that you will get help, even if you have provided help. Please take note of this. As I said, the continuity of MMM depends on the participants themselves. If the participants decide, if a bunch of them decide not to PH again after GHM, the system is not going to continue. So please do not think it's going to last forever if the participants are dubious. So no legal backing whatsoever, no legal guarantee whatsoever. This is why it is strongly advised that you don't only spare money. That is money you can be comfortable letting go of. Please take note of this. Thank you. There are rules in MMM also that need to be obeyed, and this table tabulates the effects with the penalty attached to it. Yeah. So these on the left you find the offense, on the right you find the penalties. Thank you for watching this video, and if you're interested in joining the community, there will be links in. I will provide links in the description below. You can click on them and join the community. Welcome to Maverick Movement. Thank you.